Use red yarn and hold the thread on the non-dominant hand. Leave about 10 centimeters in size on the tail line. Circle around the middle finger and make a magic ring. Pinch the end of the thread with your thumb and ring finger. Holding the crochet with the dominant hand, penetrate and hook the yarn from below. At the same time, move the thumb up to the middle finger position and pinch the line. Then crochet the thread and hook the yarn out of the loop. Press down with the index finger of the dominant hand to tighten the slippery knot. We get a slip knot as a starting point. Next, crochet the first single crochet. Crochet into the magic ring. Hook yarn from top to bottom. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet. Then the crochet is wound again through 2 coils. The first single crochet is completed. Put on the marking buckle for easy identification. Repeat the previous steps to complete the next 5 single crochets. Pin 6 is complete. Confirm whether the number of stitches is correct. Pull down the tail line and tighten the magic ring. Observe if the hole in the center is tightened. Then remove the marking clasp of the first stitch. Stare at the first pin position. Crochet into the 2 loops of the first stitch. After winding, bring out all the wire loops and complete a sliding needle. Tighten the slide needle to reduce the trace of the pull position. First lap completed. A chain needle is used as a standing needle, not counting the number of needles. Confirm the position of the first pin, the same position as the previous circle for the lead needle. The first crochet instruction is a single crochet. Crochet into the 2 loops of the first pin. Place the tail line above the crochet. Hold the magic ring with your finger. Crochet the thread. Hook the thread out to get 2 loops. Continue to crochet the thread and hook the thread out of the 2 loops. Put a marker buckle on the first pin for easy identification later. Then repeat the previous actions to complete the instructions for the second and third pins. After the third pin instruction is completed, you can use scissors to cut the extra part of the tail line hidden on the back. Pay attention to leave a tail line of about 0.5 centimeters, which is convenient for adjustment later. Next, continue to crochet the remaining 3 single crochet instructions for the second turn. Pay attention to pressing down the remaining part of the tail line to avoid crochet and prevent it from being hooked to the front. Pin 6 is complete. Here is a position that looks like a stitch. It is a sliding needle that cannot be closed tightly in the first circle, so it does not need to be crocheted. Then remove the marking clasp of the first stitch. Stare at the first pin position. Novice friends can appropriately stretch the working ring larger to facilitate crochet penetration into the first pin position. Crochet into the 2 loops of the first stitch. After winding, bring out all the wire loops and complete a sliding needle. Tighten the slide needle to reduce the trace of the pull position. A chain needle is used as a standing needle, not counting the number of needles. Then elongate the working ring. Turn the convex side of the fabric over. It's the one without the tail line. The leading hand crochets back through the working ring. The non-dominant hand ray grips the thread and continues the crocheting at the back. The front end of this fabric is relatively small. Please be patient. Confirm the position of the first pin, the same position as the previous circle for the lead needle. The first crochet instruction is a single crochet. Crochet through the 2 loops of the first pin to crochet a single crochet instruction. Put a marker buckle on the first pin for easy identification later. The second stitch continues to crochet a single crochet instruction. The third stitch requires a stitch addition instruction for crocheting a set of single crochets. That is, crochet to single crochet instructions on the same stitch. A set of needle addition instructions for single crochet is completed. The fourth stitch is also the needle addition instruction for crocheting a set of single crochet stitches. Fourth pin instruction complete. And the 5th and 6th stitches, respectively, crochet a single crochet instruction. Pin 6 is complete. Then remove the marking clasp of the first stitch. Stare at the first pin position. Crochet into the 2 loops of the first stitch. After winding, bring out all the wire loops and complete a sliding needle. Tighten the slide needle to reduce the trace of the pull position. A chain needle is used as a standing needle, not counting the number of needles. Refer to the previous instructions and complete the remaining laps by yourself. Skip directly to the last stitch of lap 5. Then remove the marking clasp of the first stitch. Crochet into the first stitch. Winding brings out the thread to complete a sliding needle. Elongate the working ring to a length of about 15 centimeters. Scissors disconnected. A Daemon's horn is crocheted. Refer to the previous content and complete another double horn by yourself.